Please welcome to the stage SB Simone, Black Guild Leader, Jermaine Plays, Black Guild Leader, Idio Sin Anka, Black Guild Mentor, and Fats Twitch, Unity Guild Leader.
I don't know when my last name became Twitch, but what's good, y'all? What's good, everybody? How y'all doing? Give me something. It's Friday. It's DreamCon Day 1. I hope y'all doing well. I'm happy to be here. They gave you the whole couch? Okay.
Yes.
All right, well, my name is Fats. I've been working at Twitch for about 6 years now. Very long time, been there, very excited to work with the Unity Guilds moving forward. They got me doing all the stuff behind the scenes, which means I could pass off to the person who y'all probably know who's in the front of house all the time, SB.
Hi. My name is SB Simone. I have served as one of the Black Unity Guild leaders for the past year and a half, and I just recently, about 3 months ago, joined the community team at Twitch, where I will be working with the Unity Guilds pretty much full time now. So I'm really excited to continue to grow. Yes.
Woo!
Yes. Wow. I'm super excited to just continue to be dedicated to this program because, as y'all know, Jermaine and I have been there since the start, and to know that I'll be there to kind of have a hand in continuing to help it grow and elevate it feels amazing. And then I'll bring it to Anka.
Hey everybody, my name is Idiosin Anka. I am one of the event and project planning mentors in the Black Guild. I'm also a cosplayer and a variety game streamer. And I've been in the guilds, the Black Guild, since September of last year, and it's been nothing short of amazing. So I'm just really glad to be upstage with everybody today.
Anka's amazing, y'all.
Yeah, give it up for Anka.
My name's Jermaine Plays. I am the leader and founder of the Black Guild along with SB. I'm a variety streamer myself representing Harlem, NYC. So happy to see all of y'all. Thank you for coming. Love y'all.
Oh, I'm bad. I'm back. Sorry, work be calling all the time. You know how it goes. So today we're here to talk to you about the Unity Guilds. If you don't know much about the program, it's a good program, I say. I think Jermaine and SB do fantastic work leading our Black Guild program so far, especially for the last year and a half. It's been real good. We've been able to really complete a lot of work. And if you're already in one of the guilds, can I see you raise your hands if you're in one? All right, so y'all know what it's like already. I love that part. I love that part. Okay. So the guilds themselves, I'm going to read this real quick. The guilds themselves are a space for creators to learn, share, empower, and grow together with the help of dedicated funding and branding from Twitch. Identity-based Discord servers allow members to communicate with each other daily. Why I got twisted tongue up here? Discord's jam-packed with member education, inspiration, and conversation that continuously provides value to our diverse communities. And we just celebrated 1 year of the Unity Guilds recently, so we've been really got that going. It's been real good. So the question then is, what has the Unity Guilds done in the past year?
I can hop in on that.
Oh, okay.
So the Unity Guild space, like we mentioned, is there to provide community to one another's. Take, for example, when we started out the Black Guild, we just loved the idea of being around our fellow Black people, and to know that I have a space where I can go into and say, hey, I'm dealing with this issue as a Black person, y'all, what's the tea? And then now I have a group of people that's there that I can talk to, that I can figure things out. I have mentors that are there. And the things that we've done over the past year and a half as a total between all three guilds, the Latin Guild, the Women's Guild, and the Black Guild, we have had over 300 events that were hosted by guild members, guild leaders, just overall constantly having things on the calendar. And I actually want to throw this off to Jermaine, because Jermaine was a key part in organizing one of the biggest events of the year, which was Street Fighter for Black History Month. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, I'm so happy to talk about it. I won't shut up about fighting game tournaments. So look, y'all.
Hell yeah.
At the beginning of February, I'm the person on this team. Like, some of y'all might have seen me in other countries. I like to travel. I just love meeting y'all wherever y'all are at, because like I miss seeing y'all. Like, there's Cesar right there. Like, that's my friend. But anyway, so like I met so many Black creators from the UK, from France, Netherlands, other places. I thought it would be a really great idea if we could have a tournament where instead of it just being only Black guild members from Twitch America, we take half of the participants, and they are Black guild members, but then the other half would be from our other global Black orgs like Brown Girl Gamer Code, Black Girl Gamers, Melanin Gamers UK, Afro Gamers in France. So we had this tournament with only 16 players, but because we had 9, 10 different organizations represented, I'm really proud of the event because we were able to bring our global community of Black creators together, like closer, at least like start that connection, and be able to show very meaningfully that in terms of us in the US, we love Black creators wherever on Earth or on the moon, space, wherever we find ourselves. And like, I wasn't expecting the event to be as popular as it was. Fats and Twitch helped us get front page access, and our little tournament was seen by 875,000 people that day. Like, and I'm so proud to say it was won by a Black woman from France representing Afro Gamers. Her name is Coco. She's incredible. Do not play Street Fighter with her. she gonna whoop you. And so I'm working on a Tekken joint for August or September. But stay tuned and please come out.
Yes, thank you. And also, when we're thinking about events, like I mentioned, not only do we have one of our event and project planners up here on stage with us, I see a couple in the audience. I see Casey right there. Major shout out to you. Thank you so much. I see Thor over there, who also play a major hand in crafting out events within our space. And Anka does something so great. We have co-working pretty much every week. Anka has hosted cosplay workshops within the Discord. Can you tell us a little bit about your events? Like, what do you think makes an event great? What is your magic touch?
Oh, well, I don't think I have a magic touch or anything. When it comes to creating events and hosting events in the guild, it really just comes down to making whatever you want to share with your fellow guild members and your community possible. So for example, we just had a media kit party right before we came to DreamCon because we wanted to make sure everybody was prepped and ready in case they just happen to run into somebody who's like, hey, what do you do? And sometimes it's hard for us to talk about ourselves. I know it's hard for me to talk about myself. So just making sure our fellow guild members were ready to have that information to share was something very important. And then just another event was our financial literacy for creators that we hosted back in February. A lot of content creators don't understand that the income you earn from being a content creator is not processed the same as your regular W-2s that you get from your job. So that was just one of those things. But when it comes to creating and sharing events, you just have to, make sure your heart is in it and just be ready to share it with your community. It doesn't matter if one person shows up, the event was a success. Just like, and it was funny, I'm thinking about an event that I came up with. It was called a language exchange event because I'm learning Spanish and Korean. And so I wanted to just see how many other people in the guild were learning different languages or what their native languages were. And I only had like 1 or 2 people show up to that event. Was I a little sad? Of course, because I wanted, of course, more people to show up and learn from each other. But it was a great time with just those 1 or 2 people because I learned about a sport that day called knighting, and I didn't know what that was. But I don't know if y'all ever played the game Chivalry. It was like that. But yeah, it doesn't matter whether one person shows up or 1,000 people to your event. As long as one person comes, you make an impact, and that's what makes a difference.
Thank you, yes. And I ask this because it just showcases that the guilds are a space for you to come, for you to, like I said, find community, but also for you to take charge. It is a space, if you have events that you possibly even want to stream, you can trial run it in the guilds. There have been so many events within the guilds that people have said, let me trial run this before I bring it onto stream. So it is kind of, think of it as a sandbox. We are all there to help each other. We are all there to build each other up. But even outside of events, we have done so much, including having multiple people featured at different things at TwitchCon. We have had people connected with sponsors. And I think one of the most valuable resources that we have outside of community and events is we have hosted roundtables with Twitch staff where you as creators are able to provide feedback directly to Twitch staff to say, hey, this is something that I see, this is some feedback that I have. And I think providing feedback is like a golden thing, especially as creators, as people who utilize the service all the time. But that is honestly the breakdown of what we have done as guilds, and honestly, that is just the start of it. We have been here for.
SB.
Go ahead.
Well, I see so many, in particular, of our guild members here in the room, like Red Satire, right in front of me. I had to call him out. But like, can I just like share, like I see people in this room who have created dope events, and I just kind of want to like very quickly.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm here for it.
So
Yes.
my friend Blue Satire over there was a part of a group of 4 DJs in the Black Guild who threw an amazing end of Black History Month party where literally they each had a set. They just played music for us all to enjoy and close out the month. I see my friend Casey in the front row, who was instrumental in leading both a winter raid train and a Black History Month raid train. So for a lot of creators, a raid train is a great way to get exposure to like a new audience. And these people took this time out of their own schedule. They got lives, families, all of that. And like that raid train was incredibly impactful. And this lady sitting right here, if we had 300 events, she did 299 and a half of them. Like, she's incredible. And that's just what is at the top of my mind. And so like what I want to say is that the guild is a place where we want you to take ownership of it, and we want you to turn it into the guild that you need. Is that okay for me to say, SB?
Oh, absolutely. This is a good finger wave, y'all. I'm a drag queen, so a lot of times I'll do things. This is like yes, and this is yes too. I love that. So now as we head forward, we talked about the 3 different guilds that we have, and
Did we?
we did.
We did mention them, but we can mention them again.
But we're going to bring that back to it. We have the Black Guild, we have the Latin Guild, and we have the Women's Guild. And what's exciting about this is as we continue to grow, as we continue to invite people in, the applications right now are not open, but for y'all that are here, we do have a QR code that is available for you. So please do find me, Fats, or Jermaine, and we will provide that QR code for you so you can do an application to join the guilds if you are interested in joining it. And we recently announced an expansion that is coming to the guilds, which really excites me because I live my life as a queer Black person from the South. I'm from right next door, y'all. And not only is it very beneficial for me to have my Black community, it is very beneficial for me to have my queer community. And that is why I am so excited for the launch of the Pride Guild, which is coming later this year. And I will say, when I heard that the Pride Guild was coming, my heart just fluttered. Like I mentioned, we live very marginalized lives, y'all. We are marginalized people, and trying to find that community sometimes is hard, but to be able to say, now I know I have this pride space where I can walk into, have my fellow queer people to bounce off of and chat with, it feels amazing.
Yeah, these are like specific experiences, especially on Twitch, where you are exposing yourself to so many people who watch you all the time. And you may not know how to handle a situation that pops up in your chat one time, but because you now have this shared space with other people who identify the same as you, you can go and say, yo, this happened to me yesterday. Have y'all dealt with this before? You can get some tips on how to handle it, especially around safety and moderation on Twitch themselves. There's been a lot of things that have happened to people. You won't be the first one to experience it. You probably won't be the last one, but as safety gets better and better, working together helps everybody get over those situations and really keeps us all a little safer as it goes forward. Now, like, I just want to jump in and say something real quick. I've been streaming on Twitch since 2010, okay? I'm very old. I'm washed. It is what it is. So I've been streaming a long time, and this space didn't exist when I was streaming. Back then, there was only a handful of Black people on Twitch. I'm going to tell y'all something. When I would go to events in 2014, I always see the same 20 black people at every event because we were the same 20 black people at every event who were on Twitch. That was just us. We knew each other at that point. And so, like, as time has progressed and more people, seeing all these faces in here makes me feel real good because it's like more people who look like me are using the service, more people who look like me are finding community on the service, inspiring other people to do what they do, maybe collaborating, creating together. And that's something I've always loved about being on Twitch. It's just like, I get to press go live, I get to talk about whatever I want to talk about, and people are gonna just kiki with me, make a mess, do whatever we do, and that always makes me feel good. So having that sense of community in a guaranteed safe space where you are with other black people, you are with other women, you are with other people with the Latin experience, you're with other people under the Pride umbrella. That is something that's vitally important for me, especially working here, to continue to foster and support so that, like, nobody feels left out, nobody feels like they're singled out and stuck on things alone. They can deal with whatever comes their way because they have community. That's it.
Now, I do want to take a moment to shout out our fellow guild leaders who are not here with us today, but over the Women's Guild, do we have any Women's Guild members in the audience? Wait, okay. I see right there. I see, oh, okay. Oh, right here too. Yes, over the Women's Guild, we have Chelsea Bites and Coco Confession. Yes, y'all can clap for that. Absolutely, absolutely. Chelsea and Coco are amazing. They have created so many blueprints within the guilds that we as other guilds have taken a look at and said, this is amazing, let's do it. Like if you're in the guild, the mentor program that we have, Chelsea and Coco built that out and we said, this is great. Let's bring this to the other guilds. And if you're curious about mentors, we can definitely talk to you about that too. But going to the Latin guild, we have Elix and we have Jubby who have served as our Latin guild leaders for the last year and a half also. Yes, and then to add on this, our term as guild leaders is a year. We had a year and a half, but this also means that we just recently went through and y'all will find out who they are later, but we selected our next cohort of guild leaders, which means that we have more guild leaders entering the space, which means that you'll get a fresh perspective, you'll get fresh eyes on everything, which is a great way to continue to grow, to continue to elevate. So can we just get a round of applause for our new guild leaders that's about to come in? Yes. That is so exciting. That is so exciting. But overall, I think the guild, well, not even think, I know that the guild space is such a wonderful space to be in. It's such a wonderful place to be. And I mentioned mentors to give y'all a breakdown on what each mentor section is. And correct me if I skip one, because we got 5 different ones. So what the mentor program is within the space, it is community ran and community led. We have different members of the space who specialize in different things. Take, for example, event and project planning, which is, like I mentioned, we have Casey, we have Anka, we have Thor. We also have stream tech mentors that are there to assist you. Say if you're on stream and your mic is speaking, but you don't know what to do, you can open up a ticket in your respective Discord to chat with those moderators to say, not moderators, those mentors to say, hey, this is happening. What can I do to fix this? We also have Twitch tools and moderation mentors that are there to help you secure your space, whether, say, if you have a troll that comes in and you're like, I don't know what to do, you can, of course, report to Twitch. That is a wonderful step to take.
Make sure you report.
Yes, absolutely that part. But you also have our Twitch tools and moderator mentors. Y'all, that's a tongue twister there in order to support you. Jermaine, can you mention another section of our mentors?
Lord Jesus.
I know it's so many, y'all.
Community building.
Yes,
community builders. We love them.
So the community building mentors are there to assist you with engagement. Say if you're sitting there and you're like, I want to run something on my stream, I'm not sure how to engage the community. You can open up a ticket to chat with the community building mentors in order to kind of play volleyball back and forth and juggle ideas off of one another to say, hey, I think this is a step that you should take. But I say all of this to say is it's not just a space where you have community. It is a space where you can continue to grow, you can chat with other people, and you can chat with those mentors. Yes. Wait, let me see. Do we have any mentors in the crowd outside of the ones that I pointed out?
Business development, too. We also got business development.
We
as
also
well.
have business development, y'all. And if
Well, I'm not on that team, so I can't tell you too much.
so, the business development mentors, to give insight on that, that is things such as like if you create a media kit and you need some eyes on it, you need some feedback on it, you can send that to our business development mentors so they can take a moment to take a look at it and then from there give you some advice on things that maybe you can change in the future or tell you, hey, this is great. Or if they have connects with somebody, they can possibly help you get connected with someone. So that is a great tool to utilize in order to expand your reach and learn more about how to pitch yourself out there. Think about it, elevator pitches. Elevator pitches are the bane of my existence sometimes because it's so hard to tell somebody, talk about yourself really quickly. But that is another way for us to assist you as members of the guilds. So this leads me to the question, this is kind of an open discussion. Why join a Unity Guild? And I asked this in a span of what has been the thing that you have gotten the most out of being part of the Unity Guild?
That's a hell of a question.
That's a big question. Oh wait, okay, we love audience participation. A consistent Destiny raid squad. A consistent Overwatch squad. We love Overwatch, yes. Okay, I like that. A place where you can find people to game with. It's not always just about content creation and streaming. Sometimes you just want to play some games. We do have who we call our Black Guild mascot in the audience. We have Daylo. Y'all can,
Daylo.
yes, can we get a round of applause for Daylo? I do want y'all to know that every time we admit new members to the guild, we have probably like 10 different GIF. Okay, listen, don't do that.
GIF.
I knew y'all.
GIF.
I knew y'all was gonna say this when I said it is okay. We have like 10 different ones that we send to get people warmed up, and it always gets people hyped. I thoroughly enjoy that.
But to answer your question, SB, it's like, why join the Unity Guild? Well, from the moment I joined, one of my fondest memories actually was with Thor. Thor was telling me, we were just chilling in the voice chat one day, and we just started talking. And before I knew it, hours had passed, but Thor had imparted so much knowledge with me selflessly. It's the selfless support that you get from your community, your fellow guild members. That's one of the biggest things that I've noticed in the guild. And just the camaraderie that you have, it doesn't matter. Just like SB mentioned, co-working, we'll just be in there getting our stuff done, literally. Not talking, sometimes we talk, but we're all working hard together, and we all have that goal of just improving ourselves. And that's one of the biggest things that impacted me when I first joined, because it's an immediate catalyst to become better, not only for yourself, but for your surrounding community and the community that you're trying to build. I couldn't imagine, like before I joined the guild, it was just, I was on Twitch, I had my friends, we gamed together and did different things like that, but it was just, the possibilities were endless once I joined. And I'm trying not to get emotional. Y'all know I'm emotional. My friends know I'm emotional. Yes. But it's really changed my life that much being in the guild. Gosh, I'm about to cry for
It is okay to cry.
I like tears. I really do. Come on. Yes.
Speak your truth.
I've met so many amazing people, and even the ones that I've made friends with, like Leela and Jermaine, I've known them since 2018 and years, and it's just a wonderful place. And if you're able to get into the guild, I just highly recommend taking advantage, and just not only taking advantage, but also giving, because you can't just take when you're in there. That's not how you grow as a person. Not just, get to that bag, you know what I'm saying? But that you don't even think about that stuff. It's second. It's not even a factor in your head. You just want to help. You just have an urge to help, and I don't know. Let me stop. Because
Thank you for sharing that.
Yes. I just quickly want to jump in, and I know Jermaine has sang praises. When I tell y'all Anka is probably, Anka keeps my head on straights sometimes. Yes. I adore Anka, and while I'm on this, also a major shout out to our guild member Thor, who I know, yes.
Woo!
These are two individuals, and that is kind of my biggest takeaway from the guilds for me. It's also community. But these are two people who I didn't know who they were a year ago. But now we have built such a strong bond that I woke Anka up one night. I think I forgot about time zones, y'all. It was 7 o'clock in LA. I think it was like 10 o'clock, yeah. I called Anka. Anka woke up, said, SB, what do you need? I was asleep. I said, wait, it's still sunlight outside. But even in that moment, I was able to create such a strong bond with someone like Anka to be able to ring her phone at 10 o'clock East Coast times. Y'all remember time zones. And to be able to have a conversation. And I know that this is a friendship that I will cherish for a long time. And I think that is something that is so hard as content creators sometimes, is finding those genuine bonds with one another. And this is a space where we build that. We continue to hone in on that and grow that. And that is like my biggest takeaway from this, is being able to take people that were once just peers and now confidently call them my friends.
I can jump in on that for sure, and I love hearing stories like that. That's why we create this kind of program at Twitch, to make sure people feel like they are supported. And I'm very happy to be in the position I am to be able to work with y'all now. Like, I feel lucky and privileged to do that because I lack this space. One thing that can be really difficult when you are a content creator is it can be a very isolating experience. You are streaming. You are recording a video. You are making all these things. You're editing, but you're going to be alone during that. And you don't have to, because there's other people who are sharing the same exact experience you are, that you can go and talk with, especially within the guilds now, and doing that co-working. I can sit in there and probably edit a video that I made and know that the other people who are in that room with me might be doing the same thing, might have tips on how to make my editing better. And that's a beautiful experience that I love this. I love the guilds a lot, actually. Like, it's really important to have that kind of space and community where you can just be like, damn, I'm doing all this alone, but I never had to in the first place. So creating a space that's easier for you to find other people who are experiencing the same thing as you, I just want to keep supporting this for as long as we can. And being a part of the guilds, being able to speak with people who are in the guilds, even walking into it from what Anka has said, is just like, hey, y'all, I'm new here. Then you have Thor trying to be real nice to you all the time, the nicest person I've ever met, being real nice, talking about, well, let me help you. You are so sweet. That's it. That's your last shout out for the day. But having people like that who care to support you outside of just trying to use you for your numbers, trying to see, yo, I see your streams popping off. You trying to collab and do something? You can do something beyond that with the people you meet within the guilds, and it's something that's really important to fostering growth within each other, as well as seeing yourself elevate your content to a way that makes you feel good about it. Because we all have an idea of what our content can be, but it can be very difficult to get there alone when there's all these different pieces that are attacking you. You don't know what to start with. You don't know what to go with. What microphone should I use? Is my Turtle Beach from Xbox 360 gonna do it? Probably not, unless you want that kind of experience for your stream, because there's so many different things that you can create that could be just you and your community that not everyone else is gonna know how to create themselves. And you might have people who want to be just like you. That's something I experience, is like, it's a lot of people on Twitch. They want to do the things you do. They want to create because you've inspired them to do so. It's on you, kind of, to make sure your community knows what's good and what's bad. But it's much easier when you got somebody like Anka to help guide you there, or somebody like Jermaine to beat your ass in Street Fighter if need be.
I be losing. Come on now. I'm not beating nobody.
Yeah, I seen that Cammy. I've not seen that Cammy. I have no clue how he plays. But I'm going to still hype you up regardless, because you did that event and it went successful and it was fantastic.
And we going to do it again.
Can I? This is just a side note about that event. I was a fill-in for that event, and I happened to be the first person to match up with Coco, the person that won the tournament. Y'all, I ain't never been so embarrassed in my life. I was like, I don't play Street Fighter. Why am I crying? And just before that, Dalo actually beat me. in a practice round. I don't know where she went, but that was funny. I just had to add that. That was a good event.
Okay, I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in. Okay, SB. Why join the guild? Okay, I listen to everybody talk. I have my own thoughts too. Fats kind of hit the nail on the head. I feel like anytime you're trying to become something, right, it's extremely energy intensive. And when I reflect on life in America, can any of you name an instance where you're trying to become something, where you're trying to get education or learn from somebody and it doesn't cost you anything? If you want to be a software engineer, you can do it the cheap way and go to a boot camp, but they want $17,000 to $36,000 for it, right? Am I telling any lies?
No.
You can join a guild, and you can join a guild exclusively on Twitch, who brought us here. We have to give it up to the Purple app for free 99. Okay? So I look at this as a giant company, Amazon, really investing in all of us as creators. And like we're at DreamCon, they're investing in our dreams. I remember a time, like Fats was saying, when I would go to conventions and I would be by myself. I didn't know nobody. And I remember how isolating it was to go to those first couple TwitchCons. And I met Anka and Bina and everybody because I was talking to everybody I could who was black. That was my way of like making my way in. And so when I saw Twitch had created this guilds project, I was so excited because a part of my personal mission is to make sure that any creator that comes to a DreamCon or a TwitchCon or a PAX or a DreamHack doesn't have that experience. I want whoever it is that's watching that comes next year to know exactly where to go to find us, right? And so that's why, you know, if you're not in a guild or whatever, y'all need to get on over to Twitch and get in these guilds, okay? And like get to the business of becoming. That's what I have to say.
That was a bar. That was a bar. I'll give it up. That was a bar.
Like I mentioned earlier, y'all get to the good old DreamCon exclusive. We have QR codes if you are interested in joining the space. We have QR codes here where you are able to scan it. So find Fats, find me, find Jermaine in order to fill out what we call an off-cycle application, which means our applications are not open just yet, but we do want to take the time to invite people in who we have met at this convention because we know y'all are some amazing creators. So like I said, find one of us and ask us about it. I do want to take the last couple of minutes of this to kind of field for any questions that you may have, or if you're part of the guild and you just have a testimonial. I sound like I'm at church, y'all. Woo! And you have a testimonial that you want to give, please do so. Also, can y'all clap for our good old
Give
Ray
it up for
over
Ray
there?
Apollo.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Creator Camp.
Absolutely.
And if you're not using Creator Camp, it is a valuable resource on Twitch that gives you all the information you may need to upgrade your stream at any time of the day. And that is all that guy right there. Don't look at me like that.
Yes.
Yeah, he gonna be mad about this.
Ray has our wonderful microphone out there. So if you, I see Ray to Ray.
He mad I got him walking around.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hello.
We chilling.
Yeah, so I know Anka, I know SB, you know what I'm saying? Jermaine, I don't know you yet, but we gonna talk.
You know me now.
Yeah, we gonna talk. But what's funny, Ray, I'm Ray, so R-E-Y. I go by Rayo Sunshine 94 on Twitch. If y'all see me in y'all chats, just know I'll be there. I'm a huge supporter. Everybody know this. I may not spend the money, but I'll be there. On God,
That matters. That matters.
It don't matter what time it is.
Hey, when that ad revenue come in, I know you was there. I know you was there for that part.
Hey, I'm gonna be there, okay? So last year, it's funny. I met SB last year. I was a newbie, total newbie. I think I just started streaming in like April. And we know DreamCon is in July, so total newbie. They had just rolled out the actual Twitch Black Guild, like literally after DreamCon. And I told SB, like, first time meeting SB, I was like, I want to do something different. I want to do something new. Brand spanking new. I'm like, I don't know what I'm about to get myself into. I really don't care though, but I want to elevate myself. I ain't know nothing about streaming. I ain't know nothing about being a content creator. I ain't even got no content out there yet. Not yet. It's gonna be out there, but I ain't got nothing out there yet. But after, like SB told me, we gonna be cool. You probably not gonna get in the first time because you a newbie, but stay close. Stay in there. So I was like, all right, cool, bet. Follow SB. Me and SB been cool since. Met Anka. That's North Carolina gang. Yeah, you already know. And
Okay,
so,
okay.
honestly, after I made my first year, like coming back to DreamCon, like everybody knows me now because it's like I'll be in people's streams, like I do my networking and whatnot, and I've got into to the Twitch Back Guild after the third time of applying. I was just like,
Hey, there you
like,
go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels like surreal because it's like when you go from being a newbie to not knowing nothing to still being a newbie even in your first year, still not knowing nothing, but you get around a group of people, black people of your own kind, and you're like, oh my God, like all these people are like me. And I remember I asked Anka this in the media kit meeting, and I was just like, Anka, what if I ain't got nothing? I ain't got no sponsorships, like I ain't got nothing. Like I'm just new still. And she was just like, okay. So she was just like, Ray, what you talking about? You in the Twitch Black Guild, you a big creator, you in Stream Raleigh, and you at Blurs Unite. Even though I'm trying to be on the stream team, we're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, so I'm just like, dang, I do got a lot of things. So if you are new, if you are a new streamer, if you are just becoming an affiliate, take these words. No matter what you do not stop.
That's facts.
Do not stop. Yes. Somebody gonna see you. Somebody gonna be like, you know what? I like this person. I don't know their content yet, but I like their personality. I stream with no camera, and everybody still come on my stream talking about, oh, I like him. He funny. I'ma talk shit now. Oh, excuse me. I'ma talk junk now.
You fine. You fine with me on the stage. You fine with that
I'ma
one.
talk my junk now. But people gonna know you. People gonna see you. You do enough of networking. You do enough of just being in a space of people that you know and people that like you. Let me say it like this: people that like you, because not everybody's gonna like you. It's gonna be people that's gonna be in your stream and they're gonna be like, oh, like you cool and whatnot, but they're gonna be talking behind your back. Keep those people that be there for you, be up 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, trying to assist you on whatever you got going on. Those gonna be the people that you need to be around.
Yes, thank
That's it.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I do want to quickly touch base on that. I think another thing that I should mention is, as a guild, we do have slight requirements in order to get in. The first step is you have to be active on Twitch, which Ray, very active on Twitch. Another step is you have to be an affiliate or a partner. If you are somebody who is not at affiliate yet, that is okay. Work your way there. As soon as you do, apply to be a part of our guilds because we would love to have you. So it's, once again, not a moment of let me give up. It's let me continue to go. Let me continue to put myself out there to hit that affiliate point so now I can walk into this space and take up the space that I deserve. Right up here. Wait, where?
Oh, we got Uwe first. Hi,
Ooh.
Uwe.
What up, Uwe?
Yes.
Hey everybody, my name's Uwe Gooey, and I stream on Twitch. And I actually found out about the Black Guild last year at DreamCon. I did an interview with Dan Clancy, and I was like, okay, what are you doing for Black creators in the space? And he was like, well, we have this, and we're creating this Black Guild. And I talked to Chelsea Bites about it. I applied, I got into it, and let me tell you guys, it has been life-changing. Like, for my content, it's been amazing. I've been able to meet so many people. I was super scared to collaborate with other people beforehand, but I was able to meet people and able to collaborate with them. Met like one of my best friends now, Thor, which we work together a lot and co-work all the time. I got to meet Anka, who helped me with my cosplay for this weekend. Thank you so much for that. And I got to meet like SV, Fats, Jermaine. They've been so amazing and so supportive through the whole content process. And Just basically learning new things about Twitch, learning how I can grow my content, how I can grow myself in my personal life as well, has been so amazing through the guilds. So I just want to thank you guys all for that, and also giving me the opportunity in the stage to present myself and present the knowledge I have to share with everybody in the guild has been really great. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you. We love you. SB,
Thank you.
can I throw something in? Some things that in my mind I imagine some of you all are thinking perhaps based on your experience with other black groups. I'm going to go there for a minute. We have a member who shall remain nameless that said to me that when I first asked him to join the guilds, he said, "I don't join black groups. It never goes well. They're not supportive." I just want to say this out loud so that you all know and somebody told you. The Twitch Black Guild is a space where all of your identities are affirmed. So first and foremost, this guild is not just queer friendly. We love queer energy, queer everything. Like myself, SB, both are members of the queer community, and we're gonna make sure that like that DNA stays in the guild forever. Otherwise, I'm haunting it. Otherwise, I'm haunting it. The second thing I want to mention is that in terms of tone and how we deal with each other, this is one of the most supportive, affirming, congratulatory spaces that I have ever been a part of. I know we have all been a part of groups, you know, where we're not sure if we getting celebrated, if we getting hated on. I can honestly say I've never seen. Anka, can you speak to this?
Yes, especially, oh my gosh, I wish y'all could see our accomplishments in Hype Channel in the guild. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's really inspiring. Every time I turn around, it's like every 5 minutes, somebody's like, "Oh, I got into this creative program. Oh, somebody did this. Oh, I reached this goal for fundraising." You know, it's just back to back to back. And we're all right there like, "Yo, you did that. You killing that." Big W's constantly, constantly, constantly. And if you're just like, nobody cares about what I'm doing, we care. We care. We want to push you forward and celebrate you. We want to uplift everything you're doing. It's really important that we do that for each other, because if we don't, who else is gonna do it, you know? So.
Hold on. And that dude that said no black groups is now one of our most active members. And he knows who he is. He's here at DreamCon.
Hard
Y'all know
call
who
out
he is.
on that one.
You know who I'm talking about, Fats.
I do not know what we talking about.
Oh, yes you do. You just not thinking.
Well,
It's all good.
We have time for two very quick ones. They got lights in my eyes. That look like terrible gaming out there.
It is I.
Oh, yes. And then we, right up here, right after you. I got you right here. Go for it.
I'm Terrible Gaming 123. People call me TG. First off, I just want to say, if you average over 50 viewers, I'm trying to collab.
I respect it.
No, I'm just playing. But the Black Unity Guild's been great. I do have a question from chat. I'm currently live streaming. So they want to know, when the applications reopen, do the people that already apply have to apply again?
Repeat that for me.
When the applications reopen, the people that apply, do they have to reapply?
Reapply for the Pride Guild or for the Black Guild?
Any guild, if they already applied before.
So no, with that one, if
Okay.
you've applied before and you have not heard back yet, y'all, we got a lot of people waiting to get in.
Oh, you're on the list.
Yeah, we got a lot of people waiting to get in. So it's not that you aren't in, it's just that we gradually let people in to kind of preserve the culture, because you know once you open up
Yeah.
floodgates, it can shift things very quickly. So no worries about that. If you feel like, hey, let me submit one more, do it, but you don't have to do it.
Okay. Chat is happy with that answer.
Wow.
Shout outs to
Thank
chat,
you.
I guess.
Hello, chat. And then we got two more. We got one right up here, and then we're going to give it off to Dan
big boss.
after that.
Hi, everybody. Ooh, it's loud. I'm Aja Ray. I'm also go by the Petty LaBelle. My question, you kind of segued into it after the first one, which was what was the requirements. But what are some tips or recommendations you guys have for the application process, as well as are there any like big no's that someone should know about? So for example, I'm from LA as well. I'm a California native. My stream is a smoke-friendly space. Is that okay?
So I think the biggest thing about joining the spaces is be an affiliate or a partner, be active on Twitch, and lastly, probably the most important thing, follow the rules of Twitch. Don't break rules, don't have infractions, and then that is it. When you fill it out, we don't ask like in-depth questions like, tell me about your stream, tell me about this. It is purely based off of, do you follow rules? Are you active? Are you affiliate? Are you partner?
May I add to that, SB?
Yes.
So this is my unofficial answer. Whether you got a smoke-friendly stream or we have a guild member that makes puzzles all day, she's incredible. Like, whether you a charity warrior like our friend Tiffany Witcher, whatever it is, like, what I would say as a guild leader is just be a bright light. Like, I look into this crowd and every single one of y'all, from Uwe to Thor, everyone we've mentioned, Bina, y'all are all bright lights, right? And that's what we want in the guild. If you bring in that waste of space, like terrible energy, like stay home. Like have something for the world, and you'll find a great home in the guild.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you. Yes, and last but definitely not least, Dan.
Yeah, I just wanted to say a few things. First, thanks for being here, and looking forward to saying hi to all y'all this weekend. I'm around. The thing I wanted to highlight, and when Fats talked about being one of only 20 or so black creators, I think one of the biggest challenges, I'm sure, for Fats back then is if you talk to any Twitch creator that's been successful, they say collaboration has been the foundation of growing, and Fats was one of 20 in terms of other black people to collaborate with. So if you wanted to collaborate with, you weren't going to be doing it with other people that you can identify with like that, and that's a challenge. And the good news is you see this community here, you see it's radically different now, and I think there's all sorts of wonderful support from the Black Guild, but the biggest thing you keep hearing is that it's a vehicle by which to find other people to collaborate with. And I can't tell you how much, if you think of it, let's take AMP and RDC, right? Part of their magic is they're a group of folks that create content together. Everyone here, think of Kai's top streams, top 10 streams. Are any of them with Kai sitting by himself? No, not a one, okay? It doesn't have to be a formal group. It can be informal and fluid groups, okay? And I'll make a plug for a feature that we're launching in 2 weeks called Drop-ins with Stream Together. And the idea of this feature is to make it easy so that you can just go and see somebody streaming and we'll have a little icon there where you can knock on their door. Little thing will pop up in their chat, okay? They can open the door, and now you're streaming together. This is while you're streaming, they're streaming, you're both streaming together, okay? Get your video working together, and then next thing you know, you get 4 or 5 people hanging out together.
That's kind of fire, to be honest.
Okay? And I
I heard
think
about this
especially for the black community, this idea of just hanging and getting group, that's exactly what AMP, now they all live in the same house, okay? Many of you don't live in the same house with these other creators, okay? But you can get the exact same energy, okay? So meet folks here, it's either August 7th, Stream Together is already live, but this makes it a heck of a lot easier to not have to plan it, right? Where you just sit there and you start shooting the shit, and I can tell you my best streams have been just impromptu, shooting the shit with other people on stream, okay? And look for passing it forward. For any of you that are a little bit bigger, look on dropping in on streamers of other folks, okay, and helping them create content. Because in the end, it's all about creating great content. Best way to create content is to do it with somebody else. So thanks for being here. Looking forward to being here all weekend.
Yes.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks, y'all. To wrap things up, thanks all y'all for being here. Us all in the same building as that community that we're trying to foster as is. What happened?
Can I?
No. Well, they about to kick us out, so you got 30 seconds.
If I'm a creator, how do I keep up to date with all this information?
You can follow Twitch on X.
Twitter.
Insta.
Listen, I like to call the brands what they like to be called now, but that is a way to keep track on when applications open, what we're doing in the space. You can also just follow people that are in the Black Guild, in the Women's Guild, in the guilds in general. They typically tweet out when events are happening, what we're doing. That is a way to stay up to date. Social media.
Can I say something? I know I got a lot. It's
Oh,
gonna
or you could also watch Patch Notes or Twitch Public Access to learn all those things when they're live.
Y'all gonna get me in
Yes.
trouble with all this last minute run on sentences.
There's so many nuggets. For y'all who don't know who the gentleman in the cowboy hat is, that's the CEO of Twitch, Dan Clancy. So another reason why we love our guilds is because we get support literally from the highest levels of Twitch, and I think that is incredibly special. And this is second year at DreamCon. It's an actual commitment. It's not just showing face.
So, in closing, before they come up here and kick me out, we are doing a meetup where you'll be able to talk with all of us right after this if you want to follow us as we walk out. I did the time right. We're good to go. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate seeing y'all's faces. We're going to keep this going as we move into Guilds Year 2.
Can we invite everyone up for a picture like we did last year?
We ain't got time for all that. I wish.
We can't take a
We
picture?
can do it in
All right.
the meetup section we're all going to. Let's go do that real quick.